Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. It is fight day. Um, we got a lot to unpack, man. I'm gonna get this out right here at the crib, right? Because I feel like um in all likelihood I probably will end up going to the spot to do another professional setting live stream. But what I wanna do, I want to get this one off over here. I wanna get this off over here while I'm here, get the boxing shit out the way. Um, Cause yeah, I'm not gonna go like when I go to the spot to record. I don't really want to touch on this, if that makes any sense. But I don't want to touch on this at the spot. Um, I'd rather cover other topics. But with that being said, the Ring magazine had the awards. I'm gonna start off with that. I want to start off on a positive note before I get to the whole Tiger Johnson being jumped by the Haneys and the spin that's coming off of the Crow community, the Crow boxing community. You know, the content clicks and shit, right? We'll get to that, but Ring Magazine had the awards last night, and the thing that I liked, and I want to put mines out there before everybody else does. You remember when the Ring magazine first was doing this? I think this is like a couple years now they've been doing it. A lot of the PBC Al Heyman fighters was not there. That was not the case last night. It was not the case last night. You seen Frank Marr was in attendance, Rolly Romero, Deontay Wilder. So you seen Al Heyman affiliated type guys there last night. I'm going to talk about that, man. Yo, Frank Martin, I believe you should have got knockout of the year. They gave it to Brian Norman Jr., right? And it's like, was that your deal, homie? I'm gonna speak on that, man. When I start breaking this down, I think that was your deal. You sold your belt to the Haneys for $3 million, and they gave you knockout of the year. You should still be a champion. Top Rank had a plan for you, and they were attempting to move you. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that. I'll drop my what's the name? Because I seen they gave you knockout of the year, right, against Jin Sasaki, which was a well deserved knockout. But to me, it was like that fight got your head hit, man, because you was a hot air balloon after that. Like, you know what I mean? A hot air balloon is a helium. You was filled with a lot of helium. You knocked out a guy who subsequently, in the breakdowns to the fight with Devin Haney, I was giving out the free game. Like, that was a tailor made opponent, a showcase fight, and you showcase. You got the highlight reel knockout. Bud Crawford, of course, got fighter of the year. Um, the coach of the year, I think it was we'll go through it. We're gonna run through their stream. I gotta see who the manager was of the year. Um, Upset of the year, Caleb Plant. Man, you're on the wrong side of the fence this time, Caleb Plant. Sweetbread, cornbread. What are sweet hands? Sweet hands is on the wrong side of the fence. Oh, two on the building. Hopefully, y'all hit the like button. Did y'all hit the like button, man? Don't be in the bushes, man. If you come over here and you got to be in the bushes, this slide. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it, right? When it comes to streaming, especially with boxing, when I do boxing and I start kicking this boxing ism, and you are in my thing, because I can see who's over here. But if you don't comment or hit the like button, just slide up out of here, man. I'm good. I've been good. Like, y'all see it now, man. I don't Whenever a content crow pops up over here and they don't hit the like button, they just come up in here, they don't say what's up, acknowledge, you can slide. I don't want your fellowship. I've been doing this for so long, growing in real time without you. So that's how I carry it now. Just slide. Word, slide. If you don't come in here and hit the like button or say what's up, slide, man. Go over there. Go in the cliques and the crews, right? Where there's no growth, there's no motion. This is motion sickness. That's why a lot of y'all are sick right now because you sat on the internet for years and years with no growth. And all I was doing was growing. And now I come on the internet with y'all same style, the comics, the artwork, the graphics, and I just throw it in your face with substance. Because I got a catalog full of substance. But it was good to see the PBC guys there. Rolly, um, I seen the interaction with Rolly and Conor Ben. Rolly's not trying to fight Conor Ben because he knows Conor Ben will whoop his ass, man. He's trying to hold on to that belt as long as he can because like, he got elevated and shit. He's a legit champion. He's just trying to hold on to that belt, man. He wants to hold on to that belt, right? What I'm hearing, right? And I can't give out my sources, right? Because you know I talk to real managers and players, man. I'm a young up and coming, right? From what I'm hearing is the players they are hoping that Ryan Garcia, February 21st, right? A couple weeks away now, right? Because this is the 31st. Tomorrow's February 1st. So basically, like 22 days away. Six in the building. Smash the like button, man. Say good morning, man. Good morning is free, man. Donate to the Cash App too, man. Throw something in the super chat, right? Because you over here gonna try to steal the ism. You over here trying to steal the ism. You just because I'm talking this boxing right now. But from what I'm hearing is the players that Rolly is hoping that Ryan Garcia knocks off um, Mario Barrios, that he can get a big unification with Ryan Garcia because he's confident in facing Ryan Garcia. He already defeated him. He's confident. Conor Ben, he's not confident. I know Eddie Hearns will probably put up a massive, that's how you say it, Eddie, massive, massive bag for that fight. You know, I was talking with some players last night, man. Some players, man. Yo, the city is on edge right now, as they should be. We're gonna get to that, man, because Tiger Johnson was assaulted. But shout out to Tiger Johnson. You held it down, 10 toes down. I just wish you would have had more sturdier people around you instead of watching you get jumped on. They actually did something. That's my whole thing. Like it was too many people that just sat there and just watched. Like, damn, is Bill Haney paying you niggas that much money, or you niggas that poor? Respectfully, are you niggas that poor, right? Where you could watch a man be jumped on, and because the people that are jumping on it, they might give you a couple of dollars, or you don't want to fuck up. Like, come on, man. Well, I'm gonna get to that though, man. I am definitely gonna get to that, man. I'm definitely gonna get to that after I cover this Ring magazine. Smash the like button, man. A lot of y'all in and out today already, man. I like that. But like I said, you guys are in the bushes. If you're gonna be in the bushes on my live stream, I don't really want you over here. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm good on talking on deaf ears. Cause remember that used to be the narrative, right? Nobody watched me. So I don't need nobody to watch me when I do my live streams anymore, man. I got accustomed to that false narrative in my lab. Cause I like I said, if we do get some snow tomorrow or this morning, and I go in and I do one of my ice road trucker lives, watch how it's up. Watch how it's up and see. I tell my war eagles, man, holla, war eagles, light it up. The war eagles, light it up, right? Light it up, war eagles. Light it up, man. Light it up, right? But we're gonna play some of this the Ring Magazine live stream from the awards, right? We'll play some of the awards. I liked the awards. I was watching it. I fell asleep on it, yeah. I fell asleep, man. I fell asleep, yeah. But I was watching it. Um, Canelo, everybody was there, man. It was dope. And the thing, like I said, that was dope was the PBC guys was there. Remember when they first was doing it, it was like this is how you know the PBC. And I say this respectfully, they're all puppets. They're all puppets, man. Because when they were initially doing it, like Earl Spence, this is when these guys were all hot too. They still had a little bit of what we like to call emotion over here. The Charlos, Javante, all these guys, they did not go. Remember I think the original one they had, it was like across seas, right? And everybody was there except the PBC guys. We seen yesterday in NYC, they all was there. They was all there. They was all there, right? My guy Frank in the building. Yes, Frank, you're a war eagle. You know that already, man. You know the vibes, my guy. You be holding it down. You be in the bushes a lot, but you hold it down. But I fucks with you, Frank. Salute, man. You're a war eagle. Um, but yeah, let's pull up the receipts of this event, man. This was a great event, man. Um, the awards last night, right? The awards. The awards. You know Terrence Crawford was getting that award. You know what? I'm kind of disappointed, but I think my cousin will get in there next year. They didn't even have him um nowhere in the finals for Coach of the Year, man. But his fighter was up there for knockout of the year, Frank Martin. Frank Martin didn't win it, but he was in there. He was in there, y'all. And I seen Frank was in the building, man. Shout out to Frank. Frank was out here, man. They gave that award to Brian Norman Jr. Right? And shout out to him. I see he's starting a promotional company. We're gonna play all of that. He got a promotional company. Hopefully, he can put on some of those local guys down there in Georgia. That I think that's what you should always do. Whenever you are trying to become like a boxing promoter or manager, you need to develop and put on your section initially, right? That's how you build the ranks. And I know there's a lot of young, sturdy fighters down there, Decatur, the Georgia area. Get some of those guys. Get them an opportunity. Because he said he announced that yesterday. I seen that. And he got his promotional company. I forgot. I'm going to play it. He said the name. He said the name, right? Yes, Armando Benitez, right? Upset of the year. See, there it is right there. Where's the awards? Right here. Here it is. Here is the awards right here. Deontay Wilder was there. Wilder doesn't have that same aura no more, man. You know why? Because see, I'm gonna hold on before I play this, right? The reason why Wilder doesn't have that aura anymore is it's obvious because remember Wilder, he wanted to be with the pro blacks, the fake Black Panthers, I call them, of the boxing community. These guys are the radicals. Remember, Wilder was with them. Now Wilder has to come back into the fold, right? He has to get with Whitey, right, to get these fights. But remember when he was the king of Wakanda and he was with those guys over there, he was very goofy with that. But now he has to come back and you see he pulled up yesterday to the what the affair. Nice coat, chinchilla coat, very expensive coat, fly, fashionable. But he doesn't have that aura amongst him no more, man. He doesn't. It's just not there. Maybe he could get it back with a knockout over Derek Chisora. But I think if he stumbles against Derek Chisora, he can forget about a Usyk fight. That'll probably be his last hurrah, man. It'll definitely be his last hurrah. Feel free to comment if you feel different. You know, it is what it is. We all have our opinions, right? But this was the Ring Magazine Awards. Like I said, it was good to see. To me, it was like when the PBC guys were there, it made it good, right? It made it good because now these guys have to come to the table right here. I didn't want to play none of the what's the name?
The following program is recommended for those 16 and over.
There we go.
It is.
Lennox.
What is
Lennox, the gentleman.
assessment of boxing
Lennox got some
in
big
this
mitts.
era right now? What Turkey
We're gonna fast forward to some of the
impact
awards.
that the Ring season has had on the sport. Talk to me about that.
He's had a tremendous impact on boxing. Bigger shows, fights that you want to see, bigger money, venues. I mean, look at this venue. It's a good venue. So all that
right here. Let's go to some of these awards, y'all.
Adelaide, only for the Brit to beat the count and storm back with a furious flurry of punches that briefly wobbled the Croatian, who eventually won by unanimous decision. The WBA bantamweight title was on the line when Japanese duo
round of the year,
Seiya
this is the round of the
and
year.
Daigo Higa rematched in Tokyo. What followed was a wild war in which both men hit the deck in an incredible ninth round. For the second time, the judges couldn't split them as the contest ended in another draw.
Do you have any lights going?
Kensho Taraji versus Saigo Yuri Akui. The WBC and WBA flyweight titles were up for grabs, and going into the 12th and final round, Akui was ahead on the scorecards. Then Taraji summoned a sensational late surge to earn the stoppage victory and claim the gold. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. The first encounter between these born rivals was an epic toe-to-toe tussle, which culminated in a frantic final round that saw both fighters lay it all on the line in a last-ditch attempt to sway the judges. In the end, it was Eubank Jr. who got the nod.
He was jammed up after the second fight, man. Is he doing all right? How's he doing? This is round of the year, man.
The winner is Sasumi and Hinga.
Yeah, now let me stop it real quick, right? This is dope, right? They always do things like this, but I think with the Ring getting more involved. Because, you know, they have the Writers Association Awards and all that. But with the Ring and Turkey and his budget, it's getting bigger and bigger every year. This year, I think it was the biggest. I'm not just saying that because it's in NYC and I'm a New Yorker. I just think it was bigger this year because, like I said, the PBC guys are actually here.
Hello.
Upset of the year. Let's go to upset of the year, right?
I'm the WBA bantamweight champion, Seiya Tsuzumi.
Upset of the year. You know who I really wanted it to go to? I wanted it to go
write their own.
The guy that knocked off Josh Kelly. I thought
the way
he was
you see an idea in your mind,
they said nah. They said,
and shape it into something that could only come from you. This is how website creation should be.
This is about
Harmony, the new way to create.
Bushes. I've been having
Chevy trucks are as dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. They don't need permission to get going. They all have that little extra. Chevy people. And maybe you got it too. Chevrolet. Together.
Scripts. The guy who's brought in as an underdog, a stepping stone for the favorite, the rising fighter, the fighter who's on to bigger and better things, right? But that underdog sometimes decides, I'm not playing the role. That's not the role I'm here for. That the rest of the world has in mind for me, right? I'm not the other guy tonight. This is my story. I'm the protagonist. I'm the star.
Protagonist.
This award right now
upset of the year
is for those fighters. The fighters who ignored the doubters, defied the odds, and shocked the world.
That's what a couple of these guys tonight are trying to do, man.
For all of us in our own lives.
They're trying to be the upset of the year.
And this award
tonight,
honors that, and it honors them. And here to present the upset of the year award is a man who pulled off maybe the greatest upset in sports history. So as soon as I say that, you know who I'm talking about. He knocked out the, at the time, undefeated, undisputed, and thought to be invincible heavyweight champion of the world,
Douglas,
Iron Mike Tyson. And he did it as a 42-1 underdog. He didn't
42-1.
have a
Imagine
shot.
betting on that, man.
They just forgot to tell Buster that he
$1
didn't have a
would have
shot
got
because he believed he did. It's James Buster Douglas, ladies and gentlemen.
See, this is why this is dope too. Because you have a lot of the legends, the old guys in there. Buster Douglas still looks good, man. Taking a little while to get to the stage, to the podium, to the microphone. Right? It becomes the champ, man. There he is, look. He's taking a little time. He was all right. This is a big heavyweight, man. He's been in the award. Right? Let's listen to him, y'all. Let's give him a listen.
Here are the nominees set of the year.
See, here are the nominees of the year.
This Geolid from Best Buy.
3 million self-lit pixels. I get it.
Just the perks of being a pro.
It,
Shop Best Buy for great deals on
They
LG
are killing
TVs
it.
with free installation.
The Ring magazine is killing it, man. This was like a music award for fighters, man. Now I was hoping my man, the black
Rolando Romero beats Ryan Garcia.
That was
Rolly arrived in New York as a significant underdog against Ryan Garcia.
This wasn't no
But he took full advantage of Garcia's inactivity, dropping King Rye in the second and outboxing him to earn a deserved unanimous decision. Echo Esserman defeats
This
John
right
Taylor.
here.
This bout was
They
meant
did
to
not
mark
expect
Taylor's
this to
triumphant
happen in
return,
John
but
Taylor's
Esserman
backyard,
hadn't
man.
the script, and
I
instead
thought he
caused a
would've got it,
seismic
man.
upset with the performance of his career
Because he
to
beat
defeat the
Josh
former
Taylor more
undisputed light welterweight
decisively
champion in his
than
own
Teemo
backyard.
Lopez. He did not get
Armando Resendez beats Caleb
this one
Plant.
right here too.
Plant was fighting in front of his home crowd in Las Vegas.
Too, but
was the heavy
this is
betting
another
favorite
one,
going
man.
into the contest.
Inactivity
But
of
the
another
Mexican
PBC
Resendez
guy.
fought like
He
a man
fucked up
possessed to win a shot split decision
Plant,
and claim the biggest
Charlo
win
fight.
of his career. Ricardo Sandoval beats
He
Kenshiro
fucked up
Taraji.
the
California native Sandoval traveled to
Charlo
Japan
fight, right?
and was given
Y'all
little
agree
chance
with
of
that?
dethroning the home favorite.
In the comments.
Any hope looked lost in round 5.
Put it in the
But
comments.
incredibly,
man.
Sandoval picked himself off the
Couple y'all
canvas,
up in here, man. I
dethroned the
like it.
flyweight
I don't
champion
like it.
by split decision.
Cool when they do it, huh?
Fabio Wardley beats Joseph Parker.
Now this one, I don't know
Former
why they
white-collar
had this
fighter
in
was
there.
being outboxed by the
The
one-time world heavyweight
stoppage was
champion.
like,
But in the
like
penultimate round,
rapid.
Wardley produced a devastating combination to
No,
force
it
the
was
shock
really
stoppage
out of
and clinch the
Taylor
WBO interim title.
Taylor fight. And what the Josh Taylor. I thought the Josh Taylor fight should have got it, but they gave it to Taylor Plant. It is what it is, right?
And when it is, Armando Resendez.
He best the still sounds good, man. Armando Resendez. That's a good look for him, man. But that's the bad look for Taylor, man. Larry Merchant. Trainer of the year. They had that guy there that I don't really fuck with.
Shingo Inoue, the father and trainer of pound-for-pound
James gave this
superstar
out
Naoya, has continued to
he
steer
is
the
a
glittering
former
career
trainer
of the
year.
monster,
I
and
think
reigns
they
supreme at
kinda
super
clowning him,
bantamweight after a
You heard?
history-making 4
But see, he
successful
kinda-
defenses
Larry
of the
kinda
ring
fell
title
off
in
Plymouth Rock,
2025.
He gave out this award.
Ryan McIntyre.
A lot of
Bomac
people
drew up
thought
the game
Bomac might
plan
have
for
got it. I
Chance
don't think
Crawford
so.
to dominate Canelo
Not this
Alvarez
year.
and retire as
You
Ring
know,
Magazine's
his
pound-for-pound number
biggest
1.
victory was this one
Also
right here.
masterminding
But he had a
Keyshawn
lot
Davis
of,
to world title honors.
he helped Keyshawn get the belt, right? And Keyshawn kind of had the frame for it, right? They gave it to Inoue's dad, I think, right?
And the winner is Shingo Inoue.
Shingo Inoue.
Unfortunately, he can't be here to
Yeah,
accept the award tonight but in his place, we have promoter Johnosn.
Yo, doesn't Derek just look like a weasel? Yo, he looks like a weasel. Even in an expensive suit. He look, when you're a foul individual, garments don't make you. He just looks like a weasel, man. He looks like a weasel. He looks like a mobster, right? This guy right here. He probably is. He's a promoter. Don't sleep on these promoters, man. Look at
Thank you. What a beautiful place, beautiful venue, beautiful people.
Look at
I represent
he got a mobster,
and the whole team. And he's sorry he couldn't be here tonight. He wanted to thank the ring for everything and this wonderful, prestigious venue honor. And he also wanted to make sure that we say thank you special to His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh for all the love that he gave us last year in 2025.
Johnny got a
5 title fights, 5 title defenses between Inouye and Takuma last year. Big year. So we hope to give you another great 2026. Thank you very much.
How the content working, man?
この度は名誉あるトレーナー・オブ・ザ・イヤーを受賞でき、大変光栄に思います。ザ・リングの皆様に心より感謝申し上げます。
They took Brian Norman's belt for this, man. They say, yo, you lost your belt.
What's that?
Money.
I just put budgeting app and
give you knockout of the year.
Nina just built an app.
They give you knockout of the year, brother.
Gene Tunney, which was the only loss of Gene Tunney's career,
say,
claimed the first honor.
We'll give you knockout
and
of the year.
Since then, some of the most iconic moments.
Look, they took
Abdullah versus Shanewz. This brutal back-and-forth battle stole the show at Ring 4 Night of Champions. And while Noakes proved he belonged at world level, it was 21-year-old Mason who claimed the vacant WBO lightweight title by unanimous decision to become the world's youngest male champion.
Fight of the year. This is fight of the year.
Kenshiro Teraji versus Seigo Yuri Akui. Tokyo played host to an all-Japanese flyweight unification bout. Behind on the cards, going into the 12th and final round.
Who won this one? Does everybody know? Put in the comments.
Produced a
I didn't
stunning
see this one. We're gonna watch this one
to stop Akui and add the WBA strap to his collection in dramatic
Who won this
fashion.
one, y'all?
And the winners are
Team Haney gave out this one.
Chris Eubank and Conor Ben.
That was a good fight. The first one or the second one? Which one? There goes Chris Eubank. He was there. Good to see him. I didn't even see him in the pictures. But that means he's doing a lot better. Remember, he was in ICU. Fucked up. Yo, to see these two on stage and watch this, after everything that they went through with the AIDS and all that, it's kind of dumb, man. Look at Dev. They got Dev looking like a butler. Yeah, yo, Dev and them, we're gonna get to Team Haney is looking real dirty out here right now, man.
2025 was it was a hell of a year for me. I experienced the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows.
The first fight,
as did this man, ironically enough. What we did in April has earned us fight of the year, but I think this particular fight, it will go down in history. It will be remembered forever. And that's all that any fighter can ever really dream to achieve during their career. So
that's a fact, what he just said.
I'm humbled. I'm grateful.
That's a fact.
I'm proud.
You won a legacy fight.
And thank you to everyone that was involved in the fight.
Man? Did you hit the like button?
Just want to say a big thank you to everyone involved in making the fight happen. A lot of people thought it wouldn't live up to the hype of our dads. And it's safe to say that it did. And it's a privilege to deliver entertainment for the public. For Fight of the Year. So yeah, it's a blessing to be here. And a big thank you to everyone involved. And most of all, big thank you to you, Chris, because this fight wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you. And it takes two to tango, and you brought that out of me. So, you know, credit to you. Thank you, guys.
It lived up to the hype, y'all. They had 2 epic ones. They had 2 epic fights, y'all. This knockout of the year now. This is Brian Norman's award. Right, knockout of the year. Is this the knockout yet? Is this the knockout of the year? Is it the knockout of the year, y'all?
What a fight. I mean, with the storylines and everything, it didn't even, seem real. So, unlike basketball or football or tennis or what in America we call soccer, a boxing match can end at any moment.
Yeah, one part.
Talk about drama.
There it is.
A sporting event can end like that.
Huh?
And then you think about the one-punch knockout, the instant and literal imposition of one man's will on it. And it occurs by literally separating the other guy from his own will. His mind can no longer control his own body. Is there more? Is there, a more dramatic, more electrifying moment in sports or entertainment? We had some incredible highlight reel knockouts in 2025.
Yes, we did.
But which one was the Ring Magazine?
I was rooting for you, man.
Here to reveal that answer.
And present the award that was dope to have Wilder
is a man whose right hand is in the conversation for greatest single knockout punch of all time. A guy about whom Tyson Fury said, quote, fighting him is like holding a stick of dynamite in your hands. Ladies and gentlemen, Deontay Wilder.
And here are all these nominees.
Brian Norman Jr. Norman had said the storm was coming, and he blew Jin Sasaki away in Tokyo, dropping the Japanese fighter twice in the opening round before finally delivering an explosive one-punch KO in the 5th to retain his WBO welterweight title in style. Fabio Wardley, trailing on the scorecards and facing certain defeat to Justice Huni, Wardley pulled a rabbit out of his hat. 10th round with a stunning right hand to flatten the Australian and send a partisan home crowd in Ipswich, England, into delirium. Jesse Rodriguez, Bam showed why he's the best super flyweight world, uncorking a lethal left hand to score a 10th round stoppage over previously unbeaten Fernando Martinez to unify the division. Alexander Usyk, with the undisputed heavyweight championship on the line for the first time ever on English soil, Usyk dashed the dreams of Britain's Daniel Dubois with a devastating 5th round KO to regain his crown as heavyweight king.
Shout out to WCS. Hit the right button.
After 18 months out of the ring, the Ghost returned in haunting fashion with a brutal round 4 knockout of Francis Bartholomew, who was his debut at 140 pounds, with the light welterweight division on notice for 2026.
I think this is what he made his deal for. Watch. That's what he said after he wins the award. He has a promotion company now. He has a promotion
and your winner
company.
is?
Right?
Brian Norman.
He had the knockout of the year. He should have stayed with the Canada top rank after. Right? He should have, but he said he has a promotional company, man. Let's listen to this. Hopefully, like I said, he puts on some local talent down there in Georgia.
First and foremost, I just want to thank God for just, I'm going to say, bless me with this country strength. Just have my boy Deontay Wilder right here. But also thank you to my team, Father First Management, my pops, Jolene Mazone, my boy AC Clark, Adrian Clark. I do have an announcement to make, though. I am starting my own promotional company, Throwback Boxing Promotions.
Promotions. There it is.
I do have the legendary Jolene Mazone.
Throwback Boxing Promotions. That's dope. That's big. Now, my whole thing is put some of these guys on from your section. Put these guys on in your section. You know, the fighters down there in Georgia, build within the ranks down there. But that is super dope, man. I want to, you know, first off, give you kudos for starting a promotional company. And like I said, put on some of those guys down there. There's some hungry fighters in your backyard, probably dying for an opportunity, right? And do your thing, man. Best of wishes with that, man. That endeavor. But I think that's what your deal was right there. Right? I think that was your deal. You know, they gave you knockout of the year. You sold your belt for $3 million to Devin Haney. You know, a lot of people were thinking that you was gonna beat him, right? And I said, I was telling people, I said, yo, he's gonna lose, man. It's levels, man. You know, the guy that you knocked out that you got this award for was the Statue of Liberty. And I'm saying Statue of Liberty because it's New York. We're in New York, you got your award in New York. And to me, your best defining fight was the fight where you got elevated, where you became the interim champion against Santillion. Because Derek Cuevas and Jin Sasaki was top rank, you know, basically moving you, setting you up, marketing you. And I think you, like I said, the hot air helium balloon went to your head. And you just thought you was going to do that to Devin Haney. And it didn't happen. But great to see you win this award and start your promotional company. Best of wishes to that. And when you do expand, maybe I'll reach out to you because, you know, I got some hungry dogs that get busy. But, you know, we got other things working. Shout out to Cousin Buddy McGirt, man. You know, shout out to Cousin Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt was in the building this week. For those of y'all that was in the bushes, might have been watching the content or not, right? I told you major announcement. Buddy McGirt pulled up. Amani got Amani was looking like Frank Martin, right? That's the type of tutelage and teaching Frank Martin gets, man. Amani got that. Right? Amani got that this week, man. And I told y'all I made your announcement. We built it right in front of y'all. We built right in front of y'all, man. Once again, that's what we do. Salute to the War Eagles. I got a couple War Eagles in the building. Time. Salute, Time. A War Eagle general in here, right? A War Eagle general, right? We just lighten it up. You know, like I said, man, I've been putting in work, so I charge a certain fee, right? And that's why you see me. I'm gonna put it in for myself. That is $25 that I donated to my channel, right? As you can see, 25 in the super chat. You know, my fee is a lot higher now. Respectfully, it's a lot higher, right? If I can have conversations with Hall of Fame boxing trainers and former fighters and have them come to the gym and mentor and work with the youth, and I tell you guys what my consulting marketing management firm consists of, and I say, yo, man, throw $1 in the Cash App, throw $1 here, and you guys don't even want to hit my like button, right? But then you see me chop it up fight week and get insight from one of the great boxing minds. That's why I say a lot of you guys are content crows, man. But salute to my War Eagles, man. Salute to all my War Eagles, man. Time says, Coach Motion, Norman, she never gets any publicity until he becomes a better fighter. He is Rolly. He in Rolly's class of boxing. Oh man, damn time. You think I think he's a little more skillful than Rolly. But damn, Rolly's a champion right now. So he's not a champion no longer. Rolly's an active champ. Rolly's gonna get a big fight. Tom, you just getting in here now. Smash the like button. I talked about this earlier. I talked to a big top affluent manager yesterday. You know, my sources, everybody has sources. So look, my sources told me, right? Conor Ben was pressing the line on Rolly, right? Conor Ben was pressing him, right? Conor Ben wants to fight him. Rolly was like, we'll negotiate. He's not trying to negotiate because from what I'm hearing is he's hoping that and the powers that be, the people that move him, are hoping that Ryan Garcia knocks off Mario Barrios. And then he's going to unify with Ryan Garcia because they are confident that he can knock off Ryan Garcia again, right? That's what they're confident in, man. They are confident in that, man. And the people I talk to hitters, man. I don't like, you know, you get these content crows, right? They talk to X post or somebody said something on IG. That's what they talk to. I my network has expanded. That's why I said what I said earlier. I said I don't give a fuck if nobody comes in here and don't listen to me. Stay in the bushes. I have my war eagles, and I'm almost at 100 war eagles. When I get to 100 war eagles, you see how it's going to be looking. You see how it's going to be looking. I do the Trucker Diaries. The Trucker Diaries has exposed you boxing crows. You clicked up crows. You niggas sit around and are supposed to be talking to 200-300 people, but don't do 15,000 views. I did the Trucker Diaries. I had 100 people, real people, no bots. Did over 15,000 views, 35,000 views. So how are you talking to 200 people? Or when you go live, you got 200, 300, 400 people, but your live stream's only doing 5K views. See, you're lying. You've been lying. All you boxing fake influencers, man. The jig is up, man. It's over for y'all, man. Your days on the top was short like leprechauns. Yeah. That's why y'all in the bushes now. And we are starting the motion sickness chronicles. That's what it is. Go back in the bushes. Go back in the bushes. He said, now I understand Rolly is getting better, but he was the Norman before Norman. When you fight good fighters, you get better. Yes. No, see, Norman, Top Rank had a good plan for him, man. He should have just stayed with the mission, right? Look, I talk about it. I don't give a fuck. Because his father can't do shit to me. I'm not a coward. I'm not a punk. You slept on who I was, nigga. And now you don't even guide your son's shit. Derrick James took your job. But see, Top Rank's plan for him, right? Was they was gonna keep him over there. They was gonna feed him Rohan Polanco. He probably would have beat that guy. Then he would have eventually fought like a Tiger Johnson, right? They was moving him, but he got the Turkey Al Sheik money, and Devin Haney popped his top off, man. And now you know he's getting awards for fighter knockout of the year. But what's next for him, man? Because like I said, I don't think Derrick James is it. And he's gonna find that out, man. Derrick James, listen, they better hope that they move you over there, because if they match you with how they match up over there with Top Rank, Derrick James doesn't match up good against Top Rank fighters. We've seen how Terrence Crawford and them beat the shit out of him, man. They beat the shit out of him, man. He said, Coach Motion, I mean, no disrespect, but the dude that talks in a high pitch like a woman, that's his dad. Damn. I get it though, Tom. You are a war eagle, man. I feel you. You a war eagle, man. I just speak on my experiences, Tom. When I talk to people and I behind the scenes, and I'll be like, yo, what's the move with this guy? What they gonna do with him? When I be sounding like my niece, I'll be like, show name is. What they gonna do with him? What they gonna do with him? Right? He said, don't we? He said, Bruce Gas, what's going on? Yo, Bruce Gas was in here for the Ice Road Trucker. He dropped his link. He seen how I had it popping. He dropped the link to his channel because he was trying to get some of that Ice Road Trucker vibes, man. Because he knows the boxing community is crow community. Bunch of jealous fans in the bushes. They don't watch content. They don't support content. They just click up in groups and gossip. You niggas is all exposed now, man. Fake ass niggas, man. Bunch of fake niggas, man. He said, don't we may need some bass in our voice. Yeah. Everybody doesn't have bass. Right? From what I'm hearing, alleged, Teofimo Lopez got a bad batch of bass this week. Bass! Higher, baby. That's why he wasn't at the press conference. Let's get higher, baby. Somebody gave him a hot, what was it called? A hot batch. Get higher, baby. Alleged. It's all alleged, man. But yesterday he was in rare form. Yesterday he was Electric Boogie, not Jihad Tucker. He was Electric Boogie, the break dancer. You seeing him out there, him and his son? They are the circus, right? And look, not for nothing, they already got their guy, Moonshine. That's one of their media guys pushing the narrative. They already saying that they're gonna get robbed, right? Their son is gonna get robbed. My son is gonna get robbed. They want Shakur to win. If he doesn't knock him out, look, they already running these narratives, man. You know, you guys are clowns, man. Tia was out there, Harlem shaking, doing backflip. He's a clown, man. Yo, Tia, and I was fucking with the Lopez's, but yo, you're getting what's coming to you, man. You guys turned it to be racist. You've been jealous of black fighters. Shakur's gonna whoop your ass tonight, man. Shakur's gonna whoop your ass, man. He's doing it for the culture. You've been disrespectful to black fighters for a long time. We thought you learned your lesson when Kate Karambe and them whooped your ass, but you didn't. You did not learn your lesson, man. You did not learn your lesson, right? Bruce Gas said Mike Tyson sounded like Michael Jackson, but hit like Reggie Jackson. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He said T.I. I believe it's on the Ryan Garcia. Whatever Ryan Garcia is on, T.O. is definitely on. Now, T.O. is just a clown. T.O. is a clown that is upset because his woman, his baby mom's got her back blown out from a black man. He just hates blacks right now. But he's about to fight a young black Rican tonight who's going to whoop his ass, man. He talked all that spicy, suck my dick and my dick in your mouth. Well, Shakur's going to put some fist in your mouth tonight, man. And you know it, man. Your father had some of that blue magic earlier in the week. Somebody gave him a hot batch, allegedly, right? He was in the motherfucking. They at the Renaissance, y'all. He was in there nodding. They said they was in the hotel lobby and they thought they was at Newark Penn. They thought they was at Newark Penn. The way he was in the lobby nodding. They was like, yo, what the fuck is going on, man? I think the video's out there. Shout out to Wally Moses. Wally Moses had the video, man. Yo, I could have got that video for some of y'all, man. But like I said, I don't rock with you, a lot of you niggas on this internet no more, man. There's a video out there that, some of you content crabs, crow crabs, would have loved to have the post. Because that would have had y'all going viral. That's what y'all do. Y'all look for a viral moment. 11 in the building, man. Smash the like button, man. Likes are free, man. Donate to the channel, right? Look, match my 25, right? I threw 25 out there already. Look, match my 25, man. Put $1 in the Cash App, right? Y'all over here moonlighting and all that. Hit the like button, man. Likes are free. A lot of you guys sit over here and moonlight. But once again, congratulations to Brian Norman Jr., fighter of knockout of the year. The fighter of the year, arguably, was this man right here, my cousin. He gets mad when I bring this up that I'm a Jones and he's a Jones.
Build a website you love with Wix.
Sir, I said, damn.
For your words,
the wonder he runs off
Create your brand.
We're related.
Your opportunity.
Related, man.
Joseph Parker,
right?
Before being elevated to world champion just a few weeks later.
The male fighter of the year, man. There he is. Terrence Crawford Jones won this. It's crazy how his story finally played out, man.
And the winner of the fighter
the winner. That is
of the year, it's Terrence
Crawford. Terrence Crawford. There he is. Look at him. Yeah. I know, like the Crow community. Yo, the Crow community is like sick, right? Remember, this guy was dumb, right? Yo, the Phenom, the Egos, the K-Hoes, all the guys that like try to just bash this man. Yo, they're sick. Earl Spence got two records. Remember, Terrence Crawford didn't know how to do business. He was dumb. Bud Crawford was dumb, right? He did bad business. Yeah, he was just dumb, right? He was dumb to a bunch of $1 million YouTubers, right? I don't know none of these niggas on YouTube that are millionaires, but Terrence Crawford is a millionaire. But he was dumb, right? I'm gonna say that one more time. I want y'all to catch that, man. I want y'all to catch this. All of these YouTube niggas, right, have the audacity to say that a family member of mine, he's a Jones, man. They said that he was dumb. And last I checked, I said, yo, that nigga's touching M's, man. And my Danny Jacobs voice. Shout out to Danny Jacobs. I seen the Miracle Man was out there too. Brownsville never ran, never will, right? And nigga say, yo, you ain't even touching M's yet, man. Yo, you have YouTubers on here that can't even do what I just did. Pay yourself $25 for the hour, like I just did, right? These niggas be on here saying that a millionaire fighter was dumb. Meanwhile, you niggas is YouTube boxing scammers. Scammers. But you were saying that Terrence Crawford Jones was dumb. But look at him now. Fighter of the year. Done retired on top. They're begging him to come back. Yo, they and look, this is all alleged. They are willing to give him over $100 million, from what I heard. Over $100 million to come back and fight Canelo. Because he retired. They want to give him over $100 million. And I heard that's from a credible source. This is the same guy that told me that Derrick James was the coach. I got the real insiders over here, man. They want to give him over $100 million because he retired to fight Canelo now. And I told y'all that was going to happen. Then I said, yo, he's retiring, man. See, Bud was listening. They ain't going to acknowledge me because I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm still a little too raw and uncut. I'm the black sheep of the family. But if y'all watch my content, I say, yo, cuz, what's the play, man? Are you going to ride off in the sunset? Remember, cause look, I do my professional recordings at my spot. Pull my receipts up, man. I was in my recording session, and I said, "Yo, cuz, what's the play? You gonna ride off on the sunset now, and walk away on top?" He walked away. Now look, they want to give him over $100 million, big ones, guaranteed. That's far from the house money that. Remember, Bob Aaron said, "I lost. I kind of bought a house in Beverly Hills for the money that I paid him." Now you could buy about 20 of them motherfuckers, man, with the money they talking about paying Terrence to come out of retirement, man. Huh? It's content, y'all. Smash the like button. Y'all smashing the like button, man? Y'all smashing the like button? All right, now, with Terrence receiving that award, let's get to what took place yesterday, man. The assaulting of Tiger Johnson, the Haneys, right? And from what I'm hearing, Tiger Johnson is a good dude, man, right? Because if Tiger Johnson was like some of you niggas, right? A couple guys would have got locked up. They would have got locked up. That shit was on tape, right? The NYPD would have been locking motherfuckers up for that assault, right? But Tiger Johnson's gonna hold court in the streets, right? Alas, you gotta say, like, I don't want y'all to say, oh, yo, the source guy said that, yo, they gonna turn up on them niggas, right? But Tiger was assaulted, right? Now, you know, Bill Haney runs the YouTube boxing community. So these guys instantly came online and was, you know, running the plays for Bill, right? That making it seem like Tiger tried to fight Devin's little brother. Devin's little brother, and shout out to Reggie Owens. I seen your content. You was spot on with this. This was the kid. He was going to be Arthur Ashe. He's nice at tennis, but now he's a boxer. He's always being interviewed. You remember a lot of times he's always in the middle of any type of situation. He was with Richard Hitchison, Ryan Garcia, right? He's in the mix. Same thing happened yesterday with Tiger Johnson. They was eye wrestling. That's what I call that. That's why I don't get into those no more. But that's a black thing, man. Black people, niggas, and I say this respectful when I say niggas, but you know, we keep it raw and cut over here. Black people, we always like to face fight. That's why, you know how you could diffuse that? Remember that time I was on live and the dude that was at the gas station, he didn't even know, man. I could have blew his fucking head off, man. He's looking at me like, I'm like, nigga, I got it on me, nigga. You don't want to do nothing. And what I said, so I said, your Happy New Year, brother. And it diffused it, right? It diffused it. But he was in there trying to face fight me, man. But see, I'm much older. But the younger me, I think I would have let him have it, man. Because that's where we come from. When niggas look at up and down tough at one another, then it's an issue, right? Because we're programmed to be dumb and just stupid. But I diffused it. The nigga was looking at me all tough because I knew I had a cannon on me. I was like, this nigga gets dumb in here, I'll leave his brains in the aisles over here. What are you looking at, nigga? I got a cannon right here. I'll grab it and put it in your head. So I just diffused. I said, yo, man, Happy New Year, brother. And then he started cheesing Happy New Year. But before that, the nigga was looking at me like he wanted to do something. Nigga, you don't want to do nothing. I got a cannon on me right now, nigga. The moment I feel like you are threatening, I will blow your brains off, nigga. Right? But that's how we get down. That's how we get down, man. We just beyond that. So they was eye fighting. And Tiger says something to him and he says something back. And then the older gentleman, right? This is when it all popped off at, right? The older dude said, yo, that's a kid. I'll slap the shit out of you, nigga. Right? All he should have said was, that's a kid. Right? But then he said, I'll slap the shit out of you. And then him and Tiger, right, got it on. Right? He attempted to swing on Tiger. The video's out there. I'm not going to play the video. The videos is out there. He attempted to swing on Tiger, right? Tiger's a fighter. Tiger didn't back down. But then this is where it goes left. And this is why I say all you niggas out here are weak, right? Because that was two men. But then two men turned into the whole entourage, including the one that you was defending. He's a kid. Yeah, they all jumped on Tiger. Yeah, you see the kid putting in work. The kid now, right? He was looking like Tupac when they hopped on Orlando Anderson in Vegas. They all jumped on Tiger. They all jumped on him. The video's out there. I'm not making this up. I'm not speculating this. The video's out there. The kid. Yes, the kid. Even the kid. Right? They all hopped him. And then it spilt over again and went down again. Right? But my whole thing is this. Why do you niggas on the internet, especially that's in these boxing crow cliques that never be outside? These things happen all the time. If you really know the game, that is why you have to have your team right. See, I think if Tiger was in there with his guys, if he would have had Prentice and his guys in there, that would have never happened to him. That's why I said did that video that I did. And shout out to the brother. Let me see. Let me get your name, brother. He commented on my shit. He gave me my flowers. I did a quick video on this because I said, if I was there, that shit would have never happened. I know Tiger. I know his people. I know Safwell. I wouldn't let that shit happen. I would have got in between that shit. I would have diffused it. And that's why I said what I said. You promoters, you people that's in charge, you got to start letting real people work these events. See, when you have circus energy, gimmick energy, this is what's gonna pop off. It's always gonna keep popping off like this because you don't have no real order in there. But shout out to the brother Antoine. Antoine commented. He said Cleveland's finest. Yeah, I know Tiger, man. I've been on many fight cards with him. I would have never let him got hopped on like that, man. I would have never let him got hopped on like that, man. And there was too many people just sitting around watching that shit, man. Watching that shit. Like I said, a lot of you niggas probably can't make no money or something, so you didn't want to go against Bill and the Haneys out of fear. Like, oh man, Bill, Bill. Like, come on, man. Nah, that shit was out of pocket. Just like how I said about the Normans. I was like, I really don't rock with the father like that. But I was like, how they did them was disrespectful. Not on my watch, man. But this is the pattern now with the Haneys, bro. But this one right here was over the top. And like I said, it's on tape. It's on tape. It's over the top, man. It's over the top, man. It's over. This is over the top. Y'all want to defend this kid and be like, oh, he was a kid. No, listen, where I'm from, I don't know about where you from, right? That's considered a gang assault. That would have been a gang assault, man. Somebody put it in the comments if they want to debate right now. I'll drop my link. I'll drop my link to any of you motherfuckers in the bushes. There's 10 of y'all in here. Look, that quick, I made 4 of y'all fly up out of here. I made 4 of y'all fly up out of here that quick. By dropping the real ism on that. That was a gang assault, man. You talking about that's a kid, right? Anytime there's more than 2, 3, 4 people whooping on one person, that is considered a gang assault. And we watched that. Tiger Johnson was jumped on by multiple individuals. Yes, Bill Haney attempted to break it up because he knows Bill is an older man. He's smart. He knew what he was doing. But the damage was done already. The damage was done. Right? Now when Tiger and the first dude popped off, cooler heads should have prevailed. Madison Square Garden, security dropped the ball. And I was surprised by that. But you know what it was? They probably didn't have the guys that they usually have on deck. Because one thing about Madison Square Garden security, they have a lot of NYPD in there, man. They have a lot of NYPD, a lot of plainclothes NYPD guys in there. They be on it. But yesterday they dropped the ball, man. They dropped the ball. They dropped the ball, man. And I was surprised about that. That almost had like the Barclays Center vibes, man. Right? And then the melee popped off again. It popped off again. But this is all content, y'all. This is all content. But I want to just address this too. Because I was watching, right? And the dummies that don't be outside, that don't go to fights. All this did was hype the fight up tonight. You know how many people was going there now to the fights? They just going because they thinking that something's gonna pop off with these guys again. They going to the fights. So when you dummies sit online and talk about, oh, that took away from the Shakur T. No, it did not. No, it did not. You know them pre-sale tickets now, they probably got one up more money. Because all the tickets are sold. You got to buy resale tickets. If you got a resale ticket right now, right? If you got a resale ticket, You probably could get it. The resales, the $130 seats was going for 2 and some change. You probably could sell yours for like 3 right now. 3, and somebody's gonna buy it. Not none of the content crows that sit online that are bums. I'm talking about people that like to go to fights, they active, they outside. They're gonna buy that. Not these guys that sit online in groups. Right? These niggas that sit online in groups, they not buying nothing, they not doing nothing, they not going nowhere. But after what popped off yesterday with Tiger Johnson and the Haneys, there's gonna be a lot of NYPD. Well, there's always a lot of NYPD, period. But now it's going to be more heightened. It will definitely be more heightened. And the fight night is that much larger now. And then shout out to Bud. Bud ran down on the Fiend. Teofimo Sr. alleges a Fiend. He's abusive on things. And it showed yesterday he was pop locking and break dancing, right? So somebody sent me the video. That's what he likes to do. When he gets in his element and he got those dark shades on, you already know what it is. He'll play the lobby of the hotel and talk for the paparazzis. And I think he did that last night because he got exposed, man. He was in the lobby early in the week, Wednesday. He was on one. Somebody gave him the Frank Lucas package, the Blue Magic, alleged. You want to say alleged over here, man. This is all content, though, man. It's cool when they do it. But yes, tonight is fight night, y'all. Tonight is fight night. We're going to get to that motion. I think my man Joe Dini's going to the fights, man. I think Joe Dini's going to the fights, man. I gave him the plug, man. I told him I'm still looking at the weather. I'm still looking at the weather, man. Because that nor'easter shit was supposed to be coming up here, man. See, right now it's looking like it's gonna miss us, right? But these people will call us in, man. And that's the only thing. Like I go out there, I don't drink no more anyway. But I hang out, man. I might go, hit the hotel up and chill and kick it and everything. And then they gonna call at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna be aggravated. Like, man, I gotta go get in this motherfucking machine. Like, so I told Joe, I was like, yo, you can roll, brother. You can roll, man. You can roll. I know Coach Reen is kind of disappointed she wanted to go. We still might pop out, man. Just be on the lookout, man. When Big Source comes through, man, it's up, man. It's up, man. Cause like I said, I want to see Shoo, man. This is Shoo's night, man. Shoo York City, man. Look, I tell you what, if that was Shoo, right? And we don't advocate violence, I guarantee you, if the Haneys would have tried to jump on Shoo like that, which they wouldn't do because they know Shoo, but if they even attempted, how the Brownsville Gorillas and then Brooklyn Goons would have flipped that motherfucker upside down. Yo, Malik, if you in here, let them know, man. Malik is a Brooklyn native. Ask him what would have happened if that was Shoo. If that was Shoo Carrington, they would have jumped on Shoo like that or attempted to jump on Shoo. What would have happened in there, man? If somebody they would have found somebody trampled and it would have got ugly. They would have got ugly. That's why I listen, man. I don't fuck with a lot of the crows because most of these guys that sit online, they talk very spicy and reckless and they never nowhere. And then they talk all this rah tough shit. And I'm like, most of you niggas is music industry, and I say this respectfully, faggots. The boxing game is where the real gangsters is at, man. The real gangsters, right? The mob, organized crime, right? Is where boxing is at. The music industry, respectfully, is where the punks play at. Dick in the booty ass niggas, bitch ass niggas, They trickling over now to boxing, but boxing is where the gangsters was at, man. You know, the organized gangsters ran boxing. You know, the CB4, MC Gustos is over there in the music industry, the punks, the boy lovers, get them in the booty type niggas, man. Hopefully y'all caught this source today, man. Like I said, I'll be back on later on. I'm gonna do my studio session. Damn, it's already 10 o'clock. I'm gonna do my studio session later on this afternoon. But I just wanted to get all this boxing shit out because this afternoon I'm gonna talk about the dirty section of YouTube, right? Because that you know has an audience that you know actually goes back and forth with you, right? Whereas the boxing, right? Even though I gave y'all some fire shit, you niggas are just try to steal. That's what y'all do. The boxing community is thievery, right? But I tell look, this is what I keep showing y'all. Y'all can't steal no more. Why don't y'all jump online right now? A lot of y'all used to try to jump online when you used to see me go live. Keep doing that. That shit is cool to do too. Cause like I said, I got substance with my motion sickness now. See all this substance right here? Look at all this substance, right? This is substance right here. It's cool when they do it. Literature, artwork, right? More literature, artwork, motion sickness. Right? That's the motion sickness, man. Right? Motion sickness, right? I gotta drop my Beetlejuice boxing one. Right? Let me drop my Beetlejuice boxing one. I thought I dropped that. I didn't drop it, I guess, right? Let me drop it now. See, I be having so much now with the posters and all that. I thought I dropped the Beetlejuice boxing one. Here's the Beetlejuice boxing one, yeah. Right? Yes. Clowning you guys, man. We are clowning you guys. This is the Beetlejuice boxing one. Right? Because I was always talking that Beetlejuice stuff, right? Motion sickness. How's the content looking, man? I told y'all can stay in the bushes. He said, what's the stream topic? Just join. It was boxing. Tonight's the big fights. And yo, I recommend for y'all to buy the bundle. Buy that bundle. You know the bundle? The bundle is $100 some. That way you get the Frank Moore. I mean, you get the shout out to Frank Moore. You get the Barrios Garcia fight and this fight tonight. $100. That way you're saving a lot of money too. Because if you just buy this one, it's $30. But if you buy that bundle, it's only $109, I think. And you got both of the pay-per-views, man. You got both of the pay-per-views, man. So, you know, think about it, man. Think about it, right? Yeah, that's the Darnell Jones song. Think about. Let's refresh it. Look. Now that I refreshed it, look. See? Beetlejuice boxing, y'all. Beetlejuice boxing. Look how we looking. Beetlejuice boxing. Huh? It's cool when they do it. Oh, here comes the one of the savages. Look. That's why I come down here and get my recording done early. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, listen, hopefully y'all enjoyed this source. Smash the like button. Likes is free. Feel free to donate to the channel, right? I paid myself $25 an hour. I got my hour in, man, right? But this is the source experience. We'll be back on later at the spot. I'm going to do, you know, the dirty section reaction content on that. No boxing later on, man. I did the boxing now, man. Shout out to all the War Eagles, man. Yo, War Eagles fly high, man. We flying right now. Don't get left in the bushes, War Eagles. Don't get left in the bushes. Don't get drowned in the bushes. And definitely don't catch motion sickness. How is the content looking now? Marketing, management, media. You know, you do have options.